going to have a look at the book of James, and I'm going to just share some of the powerful truths in this book that are very relevant to us today. So before I start, I want you to look at or keep at the back of your mind the theme revolving around who is our source of provision. Is our source coming from the Holy Spirit that gives us wisdom so that we can create wealth? Or is our faith in ourselves and our own ability to produce riches? And so it's not that money is a problem. It's more that it's not about having money. It's about, does money have you? And so that is what we're going to discuss or look at through this book. So first it starts with consider it joy when your faith is tested. And as we go down, it shows us that the whole purpose of our faith being tested is to develop our character so that we can be mature, lacking nothing. So this is the first thing we can take out of the book, is that having our faith tested is vital if we are going to realize that we have everything we need. And it may not be through what we're seeing around us, but we don't walk by sight, we walk by faith. We have the seed of creation within us and the ability through his voice to be able to give birth to all things. Then it says wisdom. If you lack wisdom, ask God, he will give to you generously. So we are able to take care of our families and produce wealth, but all by the wisdom of God, and it's not limited to our own ability to know all things so that we can get all things that we want in life, so we can have a comfortable life. No, it's actually dependence on God's wisdom and standing firm in truth so that we will be mature, lacking nothing. Then it goes on to say, don't doubt. So here we have this faith being tested, and it says, don't expect to receive anything from the Lord. Double-minded man must not expect to receive anything. Brothers, in the humble circumstances, take pride in your high position. Why? Because in true humility, our faith's not dependent on self. It's dependent on God as our source. Then it says, talks about rich people, how they will go about their business, and they will be like a flower here today, gone tomorrow, just as they're going about their busyness. They're busy for their own kingdom. Okay, and that's purely because their trust is in their wealth. Then it says, blessed is the man who perseveres under trials, because when he stood the test of time, he will receive the crown of life that God promises to those who love him. And for me, the crown of life is about ruling and reigning in life. If we look at the crown of thorns that Jesus had, there was no fruit. There was no. It was really just a thorn bush. However, if we have the crown of love, we can give birth to all things because of his Spirit that lives and works in us and that gives us wisdom. And the beginning of wisdom is to reverence the Lord, to honor him with everything we are and everything that we have, because none of it is ours. Then it goes on to say God doesn't tempt us with anything, but we are tempted by our own evil desires. And that evil desire is from a place of lack. It's lust. It's I don't have. And that evil desire can only be overcome by our faith in truth, that he has provided everything we need for life and for godliness. So the evil desire is that temptation to believe that we don't have. It says, but as you persevere in faith and as you keep trusting, you'll be mature, lacking nothing. Then it goes on to say, don't be deceived, brothers. Every good and perfect gift is from above. Every good gift is from above. The gift that we've received is the Holy Spirit, which is from above. And that Spirit is the power to give birth to everything so that we can reflect who God is, reflect his perfect image and be just like him. Having, in all circumstances, having everything that we need. He chose to give birth to us through the word of truth. So as his truth works in and through us, we give birth to his nature so that we might be a kind of first fruits of all that he created, a first fruits, and then going on to be fruitful and prospering. Everything that our hands touch should prosper.